Every throw made of lies bends to gravity.
Look at you. Still trying to act surprised. Still pretending you didn't feel it. That slow crawl under your skin. You saw it, didn't you? The smile is fading into static. The sky turning red behind your reflection. The city's lighting up. Not in celebration, but in surrender. They called it progress. You called it normal. And now,
Devils
while
shaking hands.
hell didn't arrive, my friend. It signed the lease months ago, and you nodded. You welcomed it, with your silence, with your scrolling, with your loyalty to comfort. You laughed when the first warning came. You dismissed every voice that didn't fit your fantasy. And now you're sitting in the middle of the fire and calling it warm. Huh. That's the punchline. You didn't notice when heaven left. You only noticed when the Wi-Fi died. And now the joke. It's cosmic. Because everything I warned you about is standing right in front of you. And you're still asking for proof.
Unlock
Welcome
your
to what you
potential.
ignored.
Subscribe now
Welcome to what you
for
built.
the truth.
Welcome.
Wonderful.
To hell.
Simply wonderful.
You remember that moment,
Join
don't you?
the stream.
The first time you felt
Find
something was
your
off
true
and then you blinked it
self in the
away.
glow of
You
the
told
screen.
yourself it was
Only
nothing.
here can
That
you
little tug
achieve
inside your gut.
Look at
You
me.
buried it
You need to
beneath
smash
routine,
that like button
beneath
and
comfort,
subscribe
beneath
right
the noise.
now.
You saw the cracks forming,
Unlock your true
but you called
potential
them
in masterclass.
progress. You watched the world flicker, but you
right
blamed
now
the
for
lighting.
your salvation.
That's how the contract
Don't
started.
miss out
No
on this
paper,
amazing
no ink,
opportunity,
just
folks.
silence. You nodded,
You
and they
didn't
took that
fall
nod
into
as
hell.
consent. You didn't sell your
You
soul.
remembered it.
You subscribed it. Monthly payments of attention, annual renewals of apathy,
You
a lifetime
didn't fall
membership
into
to
hell.
not caring enough to notice.
You
You let them
remembered it.
rewrite your instincts. You traded intuition for algorithms.
You
You
didn't
swapped
fall
warnings for
into
notifications. And every time the truth
You
knocked, you
remembered
turned up the volume. That's the trick, isn't it? They didn't need to chain you. They just needed to entertain you.
You
A
didn't
well-fed
sell
prisoner
your
never
soul.
checks the lock.
You subscribed
And now you're
it.
here, surrounded by screens glowing like gods. The city hums like a hive. No
You
bees,
didn't sell
just
your
followers.
soul.
Drained, plugged in, smiling, because someone told them to.
You didn't sell
You
your
called
soul.
it peace.
You
I call it
subscribed it.
sedation. You called it
You
connection.
didn't sell your
I call it a
soul.
leash.
You
You thought you were
subscribed
escaping
it.
the system, but you were only decorating your cage. And the saddest part, you didn't even notice the exchange. They asked for your awareness. You gave it willingly. They took your time, your focus,
what
your
I
edge,
warned you about.
and wrapped them in dopamine.
You were warned.
Now look around. Every face glowing blue, every thought rehearsed, every soul leased out to convenience. Every lie you ignored just
Well, to
came
what?
home. Ooh, look how bright it all got.
Oh,
Neon
I
everywhere,
warned you about.
smiles sharper than mirrors, hands clapping for
Welcome.
nothing but the echo. They said progress.
What to
You said
I
amen.
warned you
Every
about.
update you downloaded
You were
rewired
warned.
your reality. Little patches for your perception, tiny fixes for your faith. You thought you were evolving, but you
This
were only
merger is a
upgrading
mistake.
your obedience.
We're bleeding
They built
capital.
temples out of glass and signal.
We proceed
Neon
as
churches
planned.
humming with code. Influencers became
This
priests,
merger is a
offering
disaster.
sermons in pixels and filters.
We can't
Confessions
back
turned
down
to
now.
comments. Prayers replaced by posts. You didn't need forgiveness anymore. You needed followers. They told you it was freedom, that you were seen. But visibility is just the prettiest form of control. Every like was a leash, every share, a shackle, every trend, a rerun of the same hypnosis loop. You called it the future. I call it a fluorescent cage. They taught you to crave the
Feel it
reflection,
too, don't
not
ya?
the truth behind it. To chase applause, not alignment. To worship the image, not the intent. And so you built your altars out of algorithms. You tithed your attention, your silence, your soul. You thought light was safety, but not all light reveals. Some blinds, some burns, and while you stared into the glow, the rot beneath your feet spread like laughter. Your heroes sold illusions dressed as revolutions. Your idols preached change from penthouses, and you believed them because their microphones were louder than your mind. They said the system was evolving, but it was only learning your pulse, learning how to keep you comfortable while you decayed with a smile. The illusion was perfect. Progress as a product, freedom as a file. And every time you scrolled, you whispered a silent prayer to the god of distraction. And you never even questioned it. You didn't need chains. You just needed options. They didn't steal your freedom. You clicked, I agree. So this is how the world ends. Not with a scream, but with a scroll. No explosions, no riots, just updates. Screens glowing in dark rooms, faces lit by artificial dawn, empty eyes reflecting borrowed thoughts, applause tracks looping on repeat, clapping for ghosts that never existed. You wanted peace? You got silence. A silence so loud it drowns out reality. You don't need bombs to end a world, just distraction. They taught you to worship noise. So when it disappeared, you mistook the stillness for safety. But listen closely. That hum in the background, that's civilization on autopilot. That's humanity forgetting how to feel. You traded awareness for convenience, truth for comfort, spirit for signal. The apocalypse didn't arrive in flames. It arrived in notifications, and every ping was a prayer to the void. I watched you applaud your own sedation, cheering for your own replacement, smiling while your instincts were being rewritten. You call it progress. I call it extinction with a pretty user interface. No one screamed, no one fought. You just adjusted the brightness. You just changed the wallpaper. You just clicked, remind me later. The cities still stand, but their hearts are gone. People still breathe, but their souls are archived. The perfect crime is the one no one notices happening. No fingerprints, no blood, just agreement. And now, you sit there, waiting for something real to interrupt the loop. Something loud, something human, but nothing comes, because this is it. This is the quiet collapse you prayed wouldn't happen. And when you finally look up, the world isn't burning, it's blinking. And the devil's favorite invention wasn't fire, it was convenience. Hell didn't start with fire, it started with convenience. Oh, look at them now. The kings, the gods, the architects of their own illusions. All those boardrooms once glowing with divine arrogance, now flickering like dying candles in a storm. Gold turned gray, silk turned to ash. Every empire hums a different song now, the sound of a system choking on its own perfection. They thought they built forever. They thought the applause was eternal. They thought you'd never stop believing. Every throne made of lies eventually bends to gravity. They rose on borrowed light, the spotlight of illusion, the currency of deception. But the show's over, the audience left, and all that's left on stage is the echo of their laughter, turning into static. You see, power was never stolen, it was loaned, and divine law, she always collects. You can't rule truth with marketing, you can't cage eternity with PR, and when the illusion invoice came due, even their gods went bankrupt. I watched CEOs pray to algorithms, politicians confess to their reflections, influencers drown in their own filters, every mask turned transparent under the weight of exposure. The irony. They built skyscrapers so high they forgot to check the foundations. Now they fall in slow motion, not with screams, but with press releases. Every signature deal, every secret meeting, every whispered lie, recorded, archived, unveiled. The walls remember, the wires remember, the silence remembers. And in that silence, they finally heard what they feared most. Truth. Unpaid. Unforgiving. You can't fake light when the sun itself starts asking questions. You can't hide behind mirrors when they start reflecting back who you are. So no, the system didn't burn. It didn't explode. It didn't die in a blaze of drama. It just stopped pretending, and you finally saw the lights turn off. There it is, the part no one wants to look at. The reflection, the quiet judge that doesn't blink. You thought you could outsmart consequence, didn't you? Hide behind good intentions, bury your fingerprints under trends and excuses. But the mirror doesn't care about excuses. It records energy, not alibis. Cracked glass, faint laughter echoing from somewhere deep behind it. That's not me laughing. That's you, the version of you that knew better. You blamed devils while shaking hands with them. You called it survival. You called it business. You called it just the way things are. But truth doesn't negotiate. It waits, patiently, silently, until the mask grows heavy enough to crack on its own. I've seen saints sin for applause, and monsters weep for mercy. Every role reversed under the light of reflection. And oh, how terrified the powerful become when the mirror stops flattering them. Because guilt isn't loud, it's quiet. It walks behind you. It hums when you sleep. It watches when you scroll. And then one day, you catch your own eyes and realize the monster you feared didn't break in. It grew inside. Every lie you tolerated added another fracture. Every truth you ignored added another ghost. And now the glass is full of both. Versions of you, staring, smirking, wondering if you'll ever admit it. The world is collapsing, yes, but not because of them. Because of the reflections you refuse to recognize. So here we are. The lights dimmed, the laughter gone. Just you, the mirror, and the echoes of everything you pretended not to see. And when the mirror shattered, you were still posing. You thought hell was a place, a pit, a punishment, a curse whispered by trembling mouths. No, hell was memory, a place you buried inside yourself and called normal. You didn't fall into hell. You remembered it. It starts quiet, a flicker behind your ribs, a heat that doesn't burn skin, but truth, the kind of fire that doesn't destroy. It reveals. Every false smile begins to melt. Every excuse turns to ash mid-sentence. And you realize something horrifying. The flames were never coming for you. That rage you called from control. That pain you called purpose. That numbness you mistook for peace. It's all the same fire, just wearing different masks. Look around you. See how the buildings drip like wax in your mind. Those weren't cities. Those were your beliefs. Every structure you trusted, now liquefying into memory. Every truth you inherited, begging for one last breath. You thought damnation was something you earned. But no, it's what you ignored. And here, in the silence, you finally hear it. That low hum of everything you suppressed, chanting your name like a confession. You want redemption? Walk through the blaze. Don't flinch. Don't beg. Don't turn away when the fire starts whispering your secrets. Because this isn't destruction. It's purification. The collapse of your illusions. The cremation of your cowardice. The burning of every false god you ever worshipped. And when it's over, when every lie has turned to smoke and every regret to ember, you'll stand in the ruins, untouched, unrecognizable, reborn Because the only fire that saves you is the one that consumes you. Listen to that sound. Not the sirens, not the screams. That silence. That's what truth sounds like after it's done, burning everything false. The city's gone quiet now. Lights flicker like dying memories. Smoke dances through the streets like ghosts, with nowhere left to haunt. And there, right in the center of it all, you stand, not broken, not lost, just awake. You finally see it, don't you? Hell wasn't punishment. It was purification, a mirror made of flame, a classroom with no teacher. Every scream was a lesson, every collapse, a graduation. You crawled through your own ashes and found something you didn't expect. Peace, not the calm kind, the kind that comes after you've looked every nightmare in the eye and said, "Thank you." The Joker steps through the rubble, slow, deliberate. His laugh isn't wild anymore. It's knowing, quiet, sacred. "Oh, I told them," he mutters, half smiling. "I warned them. But they thought hell was fire. They never realized it was truth in disguise." The skyline glows red like a heartbeat. Every ruin hums with something ancient, not death, rebirth. You feel it too, don't you? That strange stillness after everything falls. The air feels clean, lighter. Because chaos didn't kill you. It carved you. You wear the scars like sigils now. Proof that you didn't escape the fire. You became it. And as Joker's laughter fades into the horizon, it's not madness anymore. It's a benediction, a prayer for those who still think they can run from themselves. He turns one last time, voice low, reverent. You survived the storm because you were the storm. You didn't outrun the fire. You birthed it. Now you understand. You don't escape hell. You evolve through it.